so number one, capital costs are about $315,000. Number two, $310,000. Number three, about $360,000. So when we're looking at a total project cost, and I don't really want to give you an exact number, but we're up in the $550,000 range, a little bit, 550 to 600, depending on which option. And so if we're looking at USDA, you guys qualify for up to a 75% grant. And I know you look at the cost, like it's a lot of money, but really the way, and there's no guarantee with a 75%. I would say, you're up here in the REAP zone, you're gonna get 50 to 75. We did get 70% Lunenburg. Let's say we go into this and you say, tell the voters that, we think we're gonna get 65 or 70. They come back and give you 40, then you have really every opportunity to kind of step back and say, well, we need to kind of revisit this thing.
That was my next question, is the bond vote obligates the taxpayers.
That's right.
And if it doesn't come out the way
The offer does.
the offer does,
That's right.
then I got, a different feeling
That's
that
right.
that happens in the school all the
Yeah.
time, and then
That's
they
right.
get stuck.
Yeah,
And
no,
that,
you should.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So it
And
does
that's-
leave us with an out.
And that's absolutely, and that's
Yeah,
very
okay.
appropriate, because we all wish we knew exactly what the answers are, and people have every right
That's-
to know what it's gonna cost them, and if it changes or becomes different,
Will the present water rent fee cover this cost?
I
Or are we
don't,
gonna have to raise the water rate again? So I mean, I'm just.
I'd have to sit down and do that. I'm not prepared to answer that
You're not
question, because
prepared.
I
Yeah.
didn't know the numbers till just
Right,
now.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
We need to put some things together.
let's say 70% of, let's say 700,000 to be on the safe side. 70% of 700,000, it would be 500,000 roughly. No, it'd be less than that. It'd be, you'll get 500,000 for a grant. So you're looking at 250,000 that we have to come up with. So based on these figures, do you feel that our water rent would cover this cost?
Don't know.
You don't know.
Can't answer that question until I sit down and put the numbers in.
Yeah.
and we would have to, we need to rush through those numbers.
This loan, the 600 or 700,000, now, we are required to put in meters if we're going to put this bond. This is what,
That's actually something else that we need to talk, now, they will allow a waiver, but that's something we need to kind of.
so that, this is not figured in this amount.
No, it's not.
And sometimes people have the misconception that having meters is gonna lower your water bill. That's absolutely false.
Well, so, yeah, so basically what you do with the meters is you really want to just collect data for a couple of years, as we talked about. You don't want to change anything, you just want to get data and see where you're at, see what people are using, and then you kind of just step back and take.
either way you do it, you gotta put a cost per gallon,
Yeah.
and
You
you
gotta
gotta figure
cover-
out what your bills are.
That's right, because we've talked about your fixed costs,
Yep,
it's,
yep.
2/3 of your budget, it doesn't matter what people are using.
Well, I think pretty much we're all kind of agreement that number 3 is the one to go with.
It sounds like the long-term.
I think so.
Yeah.